Good evening to all of you.
वेरी गुड इवनिंग।
आज का टॉपिक GSTR 9 से रिलेटेड आपकी कोई प्रॉब्लम है, यू कैन पुट द क्वेश्चन एंड देन वी कैन डिस्कस. आई विल शेयर माय व्यू. You can raise the question, you can put the question. We'll start in 2 minutes and we will discuss the problem along with solution. Very good evening, sir. Meanwhile, I'm starting with one or two query which has been shared by my member in the WhatsApp group. Mr. Manoharji from GST Plus. I have one query regarding GSTR 9 financial year 2021. We have taken excess input tax credit in GSTR 3B for the financial year 2021. But same we have reduced the excess ITC in September 21 through ITC credit balance and pay the interest through cash ledger. Now I want to show in the GSTR 9 which column we have to show. Excess ITC reverse in the next financial year in 3B in September 21. Absolutely correct. This transactions reversal of the ITC pertaining to 2021 which has been reversed after the end of the financial year till September. Same would be reported in the table 12 of the GSTR 9. If you have any doubt, any question, please ask. I hope it is clear to all. Meanwhile, I am waiting the queries or the problem which you might facing. I am taking next query. Any problem in the GSTR 9? Kindly provide. Kindly share the problem. One question, very simple question. Dipul Mehta ji, GST Platinum member. He's asking that 9C में क्या penalty है? 9C, there is no specific penalty provided in the GST law. If we are not filing the GSTR 9 or delay in filing the GSTR 9, there is late fees. कितना late fees है? How much is the late fees? The late fees is rupees 200 per day. 100 CGST, 100 SGST, subject to the maximum of 0.50% of turnover. This is of the GSTR 9. But I am talking about GSTR 9C. The question is with respect to the GSTR 9C. Is there any penalty? In my view, there is no specific penalty for non-filing of the GSTR 9C. Another question I am taking. Sir, 0.25% CGST and 0.25% SGST. Therefore, I am saying the total 0.50%. We are reading the provision of the CGST Act. Therefore, the 0.25% is of the CGST. Equivalent amount would be added for SGST. Vinodji is asking, sir, we don't sell to the unregistered dealer, but by mistakenly it has been shown in B2C. But actually there is no sale to the URD, but we have not amended the same. So Vinodji, you are the solution. When you are filing the GSTR 9, please club all the sale in the table 4B of the GSTR 9. Please club all the sale in the table 4B, B2B transaction in the GSTR 9. If you see the auto populated, some amount will come in the URD sale, some amount will come in the B2B, but you need to delete the URD sale and need to club in the B2B. I hope it is clear. Kindly confirm. Any other question? Please share the question so that we can discuss in detail. If anybody is interested, in joining the GST membership, one can contact to educating team. You can write down the contact number 81789-08220, or you can visit our website www.educating.com. Interest received for the security deposit is exempt sale or not? So whatever the interest we are receiving, so in my view, it would be exempted. It would be exempted and to be reported in the table 5 of the GSTR 9. Any other question? Please ask. Query, is 9C CA required? Answer is no. Answer is no. In the GSTR 9C, now it is self-certified. There is no requirement from a chartered accountant, from a professional. Mansi Sete, difference in the table 8 of the GSTR 9. Now you need to identify the reason of the difference. You need to identify the reason of the difference. Let's say it is a positive difference. Amount in 2A is appearing high, but amount which is you have taken in the GSTR 3B is lower amount. It means you have not taken the ITC, that would be lapse. So if the table 8D have the positive difference, it means you have taken less ITC, which you can report ITC available, not eligible, ITC available, but lapse. There are 3 separate field in which you can report. Now the situation is okay for the positive amount, but the situation is not okay for the negative amount. Now negative means you have taken excess ITC compared to GSTR 2A, and that is the problem. Why I am saying it is a problem? Because the department are sending the notices in case there is negative amount in the table 8D. For that, you need to minutely see what is the reason, and accordingly, according to that reason, there would be the solution. There is no one shot solution, always one solution for this problem. May I request Mansi Shetty, kindly give the exact reason, exact problem, so that I can share my view. Hemant Joshi ji, if I have not filed the GSTR 9 for 1920 because turnover is below, now my turnover is low, can portal allow me to file 9? Obviously, yes. No problem. There is no GSTR 9 is not working like GSTR 1 or 3B. So for example, if I have not furnished the 3B, I cannot furnish the GSTR 1. Consecutive, all the return has to be filed. The same concept is not applicable for GSTR 9. So portal will allow you to file the GSTR 9, even though the last year GSTR 9 is not filed or not applicable. And we have to reverse ITC under 40. See, ITC reversal for every exempt sale, there is no requirement of reversal of input tax credit. We need to see whether the ITC is a common ITC, which is also being used for earning that interest. Answer would be no. Supply is exempt. I do agree. Interest earning is exempt, but there is no common ITC which you are availing and interlinking with the particular exempt sale. And therefore, there is no requirement to reverse. Rule 42 and 43 would not be applicable to that extent. I hope, Isanji, is it clear? You can confirm or raise counter question. Pradeep ji, sir, I have modified B2B invoices of 1920 in 2021 within September. Fine. Now, how to show in the GSTR 9 which shown mismatch in table 4, but table Pradeep ji, to the extent I can understand, suppose I have increased or decreased the liability in the GSTR 3B, but the sale pertained to the last year. So in my view, we are filing the GSTR 9 of 2021. That figure has to be excluded. Suppose you have increased the liability or decrease the liability, all that impact has to be removed, and the net amount which pertain to 2021, that only to be reported. Is it clear? Kindly confirm. Prasad is asking, my dealer is a cement trader. I have taken the input on the invoice value, but supplier uploaded the invoice with the discounted ITC. The credit note effect in the month of the March same year. In column 6A, input is auto-populated. In the 6B, what amount we have to consider? Net. In my view, net amount to be considered. The problem is because table 6B will goes to the table 8B, 6B plus 6H, the total of that amount will goes to 8B and to be compared with the 2A. Now you are saying that 2A is for 90 rupees only. And therefore, in my view, you should bifurcate the amount in the table 6B net of credit note. That will give the correct picture. Or apple to apple comparison with the table 8, GSTR 2A. Pijus Darji, showing ITC to be in annual return, showing less ITC. In annual return, showing less ITC. So you are saying that if you compare or if you make the total monthly GSTR 2A, then amount is higher, but the amount which is auto-populating in the table 8A is lower. So first, I would request download the table 8A. I would request download the table 8A. Excel utility are available. And after downloading, compare the same. Then only you can find the reason. And accordingly, action to be taken. But we have to try to identify the reconciliation, try to make the reconciliation and identify the correct reason. If it is possible, data are less. If the data are very high, very voluminous, in that case, you cannot do anything. So consider whatever it is auto-populating, or if the negative is coming, you can submit the reconciliation. If we are amending the GSTR1 after September for previous year bill, as portal allows, so it will affect in the So Kisanji, my point that in the September we are doing the amendment in the GSTR. Okay, you are saying after September you are making the amendment, and so if you are making the amendment after September, as per the law it is not allowed. As per the law it is not allowed. But if the portal is allowing and you have done, you have made that adjustment, you have done the revised amount, in my view, then you can take the amended amount accordingly. Ravinder ji, I have purchased, I have received purchase, but it is not shown in the GST portal, but I have asked them to share file copy, then share my 9A amended need to be invoices. What is that, sir? So it means probably in the initial, they have reported your transaction, but against the wrong GST number or some details are wrong, and as a result the same is not appearing in your GSTR 2A. And after you have pointed out, they have corrected the same, and then they have shared the amended file, probably that, which I can understood from your question. Pratik Sharma ji, sorry Pratik ji, I could not give the reply. In the financial year 2021, let's discuss right now only. Commission has been received, but no bill issued in that financial year 2021. Okay, bill has been raised in the month of May 21. It means financial year 21-22. But in the audit, commission has been booked as a direct income in which year? Obviously, financial year 2021. In that case, you should report that sale. You should report that outward supply in the table 10 of the GSTR. You should report that sale in the table 10 of the GSTR 9, because the transaction of 2021 you are reporting in May 21. Only problem is that you have raised the invoice of May 21. It should be of the financial year 2021 date. But no problem. that mistake we can correct or we can justify the reason, we can give the reason, but reporting it would come in the GSTR 9 of financial year 2021, not in the 21-22. If you are agree, kindly confirm, or having the counter question, please ask.
ठीक.
Hello, sir. Arun sir.
In the GSTR 9, we have reported exempted turnover less than, we have to rectify in the 9C. Yes, in
January
that case,
you
should put the correct amount. Now you can't do the correction. You cannot put the correct amount because in the GSTR 9C, the sale will auto-populated based on the GSTR 9. So there will be the differential, there will be the reconciliation. You can put in the table 5O, like any other reason, reconciliation item, you can put that amount. And accordingly, correspondingly, you can give the comment in the next table, that is table 6.
और ई पेमेंट आपन को मिलला लेकिन नहीं मिलबार
how to can we issue the credit note of the rate difference to B2C? Yes, you can. GST implementation credit note, in my view, you can. But reporting, we will discuss how to report the same. Raman Kumar Sinha ji, how to incorporate the branch sale in the GSTR 9 to match the balance sheet due to consolidated PL has not been shown, obviously. So if you refer the GSTR 9 table 5, sorry, 9C table 5, the sales
92375,
the sales which is as per the consolidated profit and loss account financials, it would be less amount, but the GSTR 9 sale would be higher. You can report the same in any the deemed supply because of the schedule 1. So it would be the reconciliation. It would be the reconciliation, and accordingly you need to enter in that table 5 reconciliations.
822.
I request that you cannot unmute yourself. Please ask the question, because you can see there are a lot of the question is being asked. So I'll try to give the reply. If it is, I will allow you to mute and speak. It will take a lot of time and not able to give the answer. Sorry. So I think now it is okay. Srinivas ji, I think now it is okay. I have unmuted. I have muted all, and I have also withdrawn the permission. Correct. Next is loud background sound. Now I think Abhay Sinha ji, now it is okay. So I have discussed Raman Kumar Sinha ji question. So question is, incorporate the branch sale in the GSTR 9 because we are filing the individual GSTR 9. There would be the schedule 1 supply. Correct. If you are making the supply to the distinct person, there would be the supply. But when you are filing the GSTR 9C, if 9C is applicable, then you can report in the respective particular line item. There is a multiple line item, reason of the reconciliation, in which there is one line item deemed supply as per schedule 1. I will report under that field if there is any stock transfer to my branch having other GST number. We'll have next question where I input credit in the, where I input credit note in 9A. You are talking about composite dealer. So not too much idea about the composite dealer. You can ask your full question. We'll try to give the revert. We'll try to revert after this particular webinar. In case of the cement dealer, same case of the cement dealer, if credit note accounted in the next financial year before September, where we have to show. Correct. So I am assuming that credit note which is being issued till September that pertain to the financial year 2021. First, identify that credit note pertain to which financial year. What is the reason of credit note? Say incentive or sales return. You need to identify the reason, and I am assuming if it is pertain to the financial year 2021, it will be reported in table 11 of the GSTR 9. मार्च 21 में क्रेडिट नोट का आईटीसी आईजीएसटी में 500 रिवर्स करना था, लेकिन सी और एस में 500 कर दिया। G9 में कैसे ठीक करें? सर पहला पॉइंट आप समझिएगा, इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट का अगर कोई भी आपको रेक्टिफिकेशन करना, वो रेक्टिफिकेशन का जो रूट होगा, रेक्टिफिकेशन कैसे रूट होगा? वो 3B के थ्रू रूट होगा, क्योंकि अगर मैंने इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट में ट्रांजेक्शन में कोई भी एडजस्टमेंट अगर 3B के थ्रू रूट नहीं किया तो क्या होगा? सर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक क्रेडिट लेजर में कोई इंपैक्ट नहीं आएगा। पहला पॉइंट। दूसरा पॉइंट, आप क्या करोगे? आप अभी जो GSTR 9 फाइल करोगे वहां पे आप करेक्ट हेड में आप रिवर्स कर दोगे, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली यू विल टेक द करेक्शन इन द GSTR 3B also. Allow me only 1 minute. Next question. CA Ravinder ji, during the year, if there is an error between C, S and I interchanged in reporting, but the gross value of the tax match can be the same correctly reported in the GSTR 9, answer is no. The first point, like the last question which I have answered in the same pattern, whatever we like to do the correction, we have to route the same through GSTR 3B. Otherwise, there is no impact in the input tax credit ledger, electronic credit ledger. And GSTR 9, you can't do anything. Rectification, everything has to be routed through GSTR 3B only. But now we are filing the GSTR 9, what to do? My suggestion, you should also report in the correct ledger. What is the correct treatment that you should report in the table 6 or 7 or 12 or 13? Wherever the transaction would be reported, you will report in the correct head, and also the same correction plus minus you can do in the GSTR 3B also. It will show correct picture. Pijus Darji, sorry, but again asking you, okay, you are talking about credit note in the GSTR 9, right? So I can say there is a table 4 for outward supply, table on which tax is payable, table 5 on which no tax is payable, table 10 and table 11. Assuming credit note issued during the financial year, it will be reported in the table 4 or table 5. If credit note pertain to the year, let's say 2021, but which has been issued between April to September, where I have to report in the table 11. And there is one relaxation. What is that relaxation? That if the sales and credit note for the year, either you can report in the table 4, there is a separate field, or you can club and report the net amount. Debit note, credit note, increased amendment or decreased amendment. These all are optional field in the table 4 of the GSTR 9. You have the choice. If you like to report separately, no problem, or you can club the same with the table 4 and report the net amount. In respect of the rule 86B, what will be the time limit of the first exemption of the last 2-year tax paid for which time has been expired? I think, Isanji, in my view, for example, I am talking about let's say I am filing the Fab month GSTR 3B. Then I have to see till Fab, I have filed last 2 consecutive income tax return in which I have paid the income tax of rupees more than 1 lakh. Then I can say it will be compliant. So in my view, 86B last 2 financial year, they are not linked with the due date of the section 139. Nothing to do with the due date. If you actually filed paid, can take the relaxation of the 86B, otherwise not. How to report in the GSTR 9C in my question? Okay, I need to go, Pratik ji, I need to go above and need to see your question. We educating are running the GST membership plan, platinum, gold and silver. If anyone is interested, can visit our website, or after this webinar, you can connect with the team, educating team, for asking the detail. All type of this question answer we are discussing on daily basis. Pratik ji has asked the question, commission has been received, no bill issued, bill has been raised. So I have given that you will report in the, so you will assume the transaction is of 2021, which has been reported in the next financial year till September. First point, no reporting would be there in the GSTR 9 of 21-22. It will be the part of 2021. 9C, GSTR 9C of 2021, no problem, because in the books there is a sales. In the GSTR 9 there is a sale. It will auto match, and 9C it will not form part of 21 next year. So there is no problem at all. Does it make sense? Kindly confirm. Pratik ji, waiting for your reply, or if you have any point. So again repeating, no transaction fall in the 9C of the 21-22. Yes, it would be reported in the 2021. Again, I'm saying it will not be form part of the GSTR 9C because you are reporting in the table 10 of the GSTR 9. So there is no problem. Automatically match. Nothing to be reported in the 9C. Mayur Jain. Sir, ITC reversed of the financial year 1920 in September 2020. Okay, whether it should be shown in the GSTR 9 of 2021? No. Only point you should ensure that whatever the total reversal you are reporting in 2021, table 7, you will exclude those reversal which pertain to the last year and which has been reported in the last year GSTR 9, probably it was table 12. For which case we should file GSTR 9 if the turnover is less than 2 crore. It's optional, but in which case you are asking, in my view, if there is mismatch between 3B, 1, or you have done the correction after the end of the financial year till September, it would be better to file the GSTR 9 so that it will help you in terms at the time of assessment. How to report the ITC on purchase return in GSTR 9? So there is no ITC. If there is a purchase return, you need to reverse the ITC. It will be reported in the table 7. If it is within the financial year, if it is after the end of the financial year till September, table 12. Credit note received in 2021. PUC, I would request, please ask the question in one line itself so that I would be able to correlate. If credit note pertain to the same financial year, it will be added in the table 4. If credit note pertain to the previous financial year received in the 2021, it will be excluded. It will not be reported anywhere in the GSTR 9. Last year ITC claimed in this financial year, where to show in the table 6. You will exclude that ITC, sir. So I think you are talking about if I have some input tax credit of 1920, which I have claimed in the 2021 till September, probably the same ITC I have reported in the table 13 of the last year GSTR 9. Now the question is where to report in the GSTR 9 of 2021? Nowhere. In the auto-populated amount table 6A, it will have that component also. But when you give the bifurcation in the 6B, you will exclude those ITC. There is a difference in the table 6J. There is a difference in the table 6J which match with, there is a difference in the table 6J which match with last year ITC taken in the extended time period. I hope it is clear. So let me couple of question in financial aid. Srinivasan sir, I am taking your question. In financial aid 2021, some ITC reverse in DRC 03 with interest and penalty due to the notices. Do I need to show in the GSTR 9 in head ITC available but ineligible? So first point, it will be reported in the table 7. It should be reported in the table 7. And will it come in the 8 you are talking about, but it is ineligible? It will come in the table 8 also. That depend whether the transaction is appearing in the 2A, probably not. And you are saying you reverse that particular ITC. So I can say, let's try to reframe the question. Assuming that particular transaction is not appearing in your 2A. So table 8A will have the lesser amount. You might have claimed excess ITC. So in the table 6B, you have reported excess amount. Therefore, 8B will have the higher amount. Difference in the negative, it will come in the table 8D. You may report the same in the ineligible also. Because you have done the payment. So I would say not to make the adjustment in the table 6B, report the same, appear the same in the negative amount, report the same under ineligible, and you can easily prove that you made the payment with interest. What if the ITC related to the 1920 or previous years? In that case, it will not come. Nowhere it will come in the GSTR 9 of 2021. Sir, why difference in the 6J of the GSTR 9? Sir, there can be the main reason, I can say. There can be some other reason also, but the main reason, suppose input tax credit of 1920 I have claimed in extended time period, right? Till September 2020. Now, when I am filing the GSTR 9 of 2021, when I am filing the GSTR 9 of 2021 in the table 6A, auto-populated amount, it will include all the ITC which I have claimed in the GSTR 3B between April to March. It will include those ITC also which pertain to the last year claimed in the current year within the extended time period. And now, as per the CBIC clarification, I am not required to give the bifurcation. I have to exclude those ITC. Therefore, what I will do, I will report only those ITC in the 6B which pertain to 2021. So I'm reporting lesser amount in the 6B, appearing higher amount in the 6A. Therefore, it will be the difference in the 6J. Does it make it? Does it clear? E-invoice is for a 20 crore turnover. Your view, sir? Correct, no? From 1st April 2022, now the turnover is being reduced. So if any taxpayer, any registered person having the turnover, either 17, 18 or 18, 19 or 19, 20 or 21, 22 till 31st March in any of the previous financial year, turnover exceed 20 crore, e-invoice is applicable. In how to reply GST paid in advance in case the builder have no sales as per books? You can reply by considering the section 13, subsection 2 of the CGST Act, time of supply. Also, you can note down one notification that is 66 by 2017, dated 15th November 2017, which has relaxed the GST on advance only for the goods, not for services. So that 2 point will help you and it is sufficient. And probably the department will not ask any question. If they are asking, you can give this reply. Tran 1 already verified in the 19 by department with all documents, even our request on such observation given by the department at that time. Now again, department auditing each transaction and issue demand by disallowing some ITC. What will be the interest 20? Now the interest is 18%, sir. Interest is 18%. Penalty depend upon they are routing the matter through 73 or 74. According to that, the penalty amount would be decided. Vinod Kumarji, the turnover of e-invoice include the exempt sale of the college fees. See, the turnover is aggregate turnover. See, there are two terms. First, for counting 20 crore, you need to calculate aggregate turnover, which include exempted supply, taxable supply, every supply. Or again, even distinct person sale, that also would be added. Now, whether I need to prepare the e-invoice for exempt sale, that is answer is no. That has been clarified by the CBIC question number 11 FAQ. On e-invoicing, you can refer that for exempt supply, I need to issue the bill of supply, and e-invoice is applicable for tax invoice. No e-invoice for bill of supply. So I hope it is clear. Vinodji, for calculating 20 crore turnover, I have to add everything. For issuance of invoice, I will not issue e-invoice for bill of supply. Any other question? Please ask. How to report the GST on advance in case of the builder? Where you are asking? Simply. So I will report in the GSTR 3B table 3.1.a. In the GSTR 9, it will be reported in the table 4. How to do 2019-20 ITC will include 6B last year? No. You will report only ITC pertain to the financial year 2021. And what happened after that? There is a difference in the 6J, leave as it is, no problem. Pradeep Sattapati ji, sir, some ITC which were not claimed till today, but it have to shown in the GSTR 9, no. Maximum you can report in ineligible in the table 8. For which case we should file GSTR 9 if the turnover is less than 2 crore. I have given, in my view, if everything is matching, not required to file the GSTR 9, even not to file that. If there is some mismatch, for example, you have not reported the GSTR 1, but you have paid through GSTR 3B, or you have taken the ITC in the extended time period, or you have done the amendment between the extended time period, in that case, it would be advisable to file the GSTR 9. Any other point? I hope your all question has been, you have received the reply. In case of any question, you may ask. Kerala government has started compliance rating on the portal, when in other state idea, probably it will be very soon. But as of now, there is no information. If you're not able to find the reason behind the difference in the table 6 and table and table 8, and the difference is negative, what can be done? So in my view, you have to wait for departmental. If the amount is normal, sizable, so a small amount, you can reverse, or you can pay the same through DRC 03. If the amount is sizable, wait for the department to issue the notice, and meanwhile you should do the reconciliation and at least try to identify it, because if the amount is sizable, we can't say that we are not able to identify the reason. 2 quick point, just check whether you have taken the ITC pertaining to the previous year, that you should exclude in the 6B. Or some ITC which has been taken in the extended time period, that you should consider in the 8C and table 13. Sometimes there may be the reason that monthly GSTR 2A are different from the consolidated amount appearing in the GSTR 8A, GSTR 9 table 8A. Liability paid next financial year after September, where should we report? That is correct. So in my view, the table 10 is talking about within the extended time period. But I would say if this is the case, then please add in the table 10, report in the table 14 tax payable, and also table 14 tax paid. That is my view. But also you can have the adverse view, can club in the table 4 itself, no problem at all. Last date to file ITR in audit case, no idea about income tax, sir. Whether 9C have the last date? Yes, sir. 31st, normal due date is 31st December and extended is 28 Feb. What if our consultant not filed on the due date? There may be the chance. There is no late fees, straightforward, but there may be the chance department can levy the late fees. Department can levy the late fees, general penalty. Not late fees, general penalty can be levied under section 125. Any other question? So we can conclude our today class. Thank you so much for your participation. If you have any query, I'll wait for 5 minutes. Should we put negative figure on the 8C for reversal in the next year? Yes, absolutely correct. If there is no amount in the table 13, and I have only reversed, so it means there is some amount in the table 12 of the GSTR 9. I will put the negative amount in the table 8C, and 8C is accepting the negative amount. Any other question? Padamnath ji, you have raised your hand. Any point, any question which you like to ask? Both 8C or 13? Why 13? Why 13, sir? For reporting the reversal, there is a separate table, that is table 12. So table 12, you will put only amount, not negative, because it is talking about negative only. That is talking about reversal only. Then in the table 12, I will put only the amount, which is the negative only. But in the table 8C, I will put the negative side. Surezi, table 6, ITC claimed in 3B, which will come or actually which is booked in the books will report means actual input. So first, there may be the two situations. Your ITC as per the books is lower and you claimed extra ITC in 3B. Try to identify which is correct. Normally, I can say the books are showing correct amount. Assuming books are correct, then I will report according to books and balance excess ITC. I will reverse and pay the same through DRC 03. Let's say this is the situation. ITC as per books is higher, but you have not claimed in the. So ITC as per books is higher. You have not taken in the GSTR 3B. What to do? You can't do anything. You have to report as per 3B only. The two situation, you can say which situation is for yours. We can further elaborate or discuss. Madam, this recording is available on the YouTube. You can watch the YouTube. It is available in the YouTube. You can watch the YouTube. It will remain available over there. It will not be deleted, not be removed. CA Ravinder Jainji, what are the intricacies of the filing 9 for the different sector, namely manufacturing, trading, e-commerce, value distributors? Sir, that is a very big question. We'll take care separately. If you have any specific question, we can take care, but that is really elaborative and big question. I'm extremely sorry for that. How to report the unreported sale in the GSTR 9? Merge, add in the table 4, increase the tax payable in the GSTR 9, pay the tax through DRC 03 by selecting the annual return. How to report, that is answered. Some ITC reverse after September. Some ITC reverse after due date September. How to report the same? My view, please add in the table 12 itself. Table 12 only. Any other question? Previous ITC, previous financial ITC claimed in this financial year, should we put in the 6M? No. There is crystal clear picture. Now there is no ambiguity. Earlier there is ambiguity. Now there is no ambiguity. Department has amended the GSTR 9 form. In the instruction, they have added one more instruction to capital A, in which they have clarified table 6 will have the data of the current financial year only. So if something is pertaining to the previous year, I will not report anywhere. Srinivasan ji, up to December 2021, 2A, 2B were mismatched with 3B. Sometime exceed the limit. What will be the scenario in future? Now the 2A is no more. Now 2A for taking the ITC, it is no more relevant. And there is no concept of 2010-5. After the amendment from 1st Jan 2022, you have to take the ITC only if it is appearing in the GSTR 2B, otherwise not. Table 6A has to match with 6I. Sir, if it is no, not necessary. Like ITC of the previous financial year claimed in the current year, then it will not match. There would be difference. Not necessary. Pijus Darji, difference between 8A and 2021 2A. If there is a difference, please prepare the reconciliation. This problem is facing by a lot of the taxpayer. Please make the reconciliation. You have the ready reconciliation. If the department raising the notice, asking the question, you have to submit that reconciliation. GSTR sales of the 1920 unreported can be shown in the GSTR 9 of 2021. Unreported can be shown the GSTR 9 of 2021. Turnover the current year is 0. My view, please not to select in the, not to add in the GSTR 9 of 2021. Please pay the taxes through DRC 03. In the DRC 03, I will select the financial year 1920, pay the tax, not to add in the GSTR 9 of 2021. Table 6A has to match with 6I, not necessary. I have answered. Exempted purchase not deemed in A9 means GSTR 9. Exempted purchase, no sir, they are not asking for, but sale they are asking. Exempted, if there is no ITC, then obviously there is no requirement. Thank you so much for your participation, for your active participation, listening the query and solution, and you may join, or you may particularly watch this video on the YouTube. It is available. It is available. You may watch this video. If anyone is interested to take the GST membership, you can connect our team. Contact number 81789-08220, or you can visit our website www.educating.com. We are running 3 categories of the membership: platinum, gold, and silver. Thank you so much.